Did you happen to get the Wi-Fi info?
Try this. He said, I just talked to the athletic director. Let me know.
Wait. Here we go. We got it. I think I'm in.
You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, good.
Just trying to figure out how to. Minutes ago. I'm trying to figure out how to edit that. That's one me time song.
Alright. Good.
Pull us up.
Standing back here. Oh.
So if we can do that again, unplug the.
We could turn both mics off.
That's what we have to do.
Is that halftime?
No, I'm saying this is before the game. We just had the thing up and running. I didn't want to touch anything. So we just had all the warm-ups and everything was on. Do you know what I mean? All the warm-ups and stuff were on. So there's another one over there for you if you want to grab that one here. You need to sit.
So you're saying that you couldn't monetize the whole thing?
Because at the very beginning it had that. Here comes the rain.
So there was no way to.
There's like a beta thing on it. I'm trying to figure it out.
An audio.
No, it's like the one that we do off of the SIM cards, which would have a lot of the content. I could probably do it, but I'm up to like $3 worth of monetization. So it's like freaked out.
It's alright. I mean, it's just this thing is
I thought
in the. Unfortunately, Get Steve or somebody, run down the end zone camera, see if it's like a seed or something like that. Someone getting on the end zone.
From North Allegheny High School Stadium tonight, a big contest in the Northern Severn Conference as the Penn Hills Indians will take on the North Allegheny Tigers at the Tigers homecoming contest. A very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Bill Navari along with cameraman Bernard Mathis. Indians winners last week against Seneca Valley, in essence giving themselves a playoff berth. Right now they're trying to work on seeding in the Hawkeyes. Black jerseys, gold numbers, gold pants. They're on the home sidelines. Indians on the far sideline, decked out in the all-white. Now we're just simply waiting for the North Allegheny Tiger band to get off the field. Game was slated to start at 7:30. We're now a little bit behind. AT&T Sportsnet is broadcasting tonight's game, so we're going to have a lot of delays, commercial timeouts for the broadcast television. Indians come into the contest tonight with an overall record of 5-1. Second visit to the stadium this season. They opened up against Plum here with a 26-0 victory in the Western PA Legends Classic. Indians alone lost this season, a 43-6 loss to Pine Richland. After tonight, the Indians will be on the road next week at Hempfield. Will be home 2 weeks from tonight. Homecoming against Mount Lebanon, and the Indians will close out the season on the 27th of October at Highmark Stadium at Station Square against the Central Catholic Vikings. The North Allegheny Tigers open up the season with a 45-0 victory at Morgantown and then lost 2 in a row to Bethel Park and Central Catholic. Since then, the Tigers have won 3 straight against Shaler, Butler, and last week, a 44-27 victory at Mount Lebanon. Next week, the Tigers will be at Seneca Valley. They'll have host Hempfield here and close out the season right here at Tiger Stadium against the Pine Richland Rams.
North Allegheny has won the toss and will proceed. Captains for Penn Hills, number 2, Daryl Mason. Number 4, Tim Smith. Number 7, Julian Major. Number 8, Tavion Passion. And for North Allegheny, number 15, Luke Truman. Number 46, Ryan Langdon. Number 55,
Tigers have won the toss. They've elected to receive.
your officiating crew for tonight's game.
They'll be moving left to right.
David Berry, umpire Mike Estermeyer, and linesman Bill Schottenheimer, line judge Dave Chucka, field judge Paul Kovler, and side judge Kevin Rumble. Back deep to receive for the Tigers, number 4, Luke Colella, and number 7, John Barton.
Lella and Barzo back for the Tigers.
For the Indians, number 27,
Shane Meyer kicks off for the Indians. Once again, the Indians, the red helmets, white jerseys, white pants. North Allegheny in the black jerseys and gold pants. Ball teed up at the 45-yard line, about to get underway here at North Allegheny High School. Myers broaches the ball, and we are away. We'll squib it down the field. Picked up at the 17-yard line. And a nice return by North Allegheny. Loses the football, it's on the field. SCU comes up with it.
Luke Colella on the return.
The Indians say they have it. Of course they do. Palella with the return. And it looks like North Allegheny may have come up with the football. And they have.
Ball recovered by North Allegheny.
Well, North Allegheny will take over with great field position at their own 44-yard line. Dodging a bullet there on the opening kickoff.
1st and 10 for the Tigers offense. Ball on the 44-yard line.
And the Indian defense will take the field. Big Deshaun Butler with the pink shirt hanging out the bottom.
Receiving team. Penalized 10 yards from the spot and foul. First down.
I got a penalty here against North Allegheny. Will march them way back to the 21-yard line. In fact, they're going to start at their own 18-yard line. And Tigers will throw. Rolling out under pressure. He's going to be sacked back inside the 15-yard line. Daryl Mason will come up and drop Luke Truman, the quarterback, for a loss. Truman had nobody downfield, and Mason kept it with the pursuit. And comes in and makes the sack. 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13 for the Tigers. Truman once again in the shotgun. Has White to his left. And they will throw swing pass left side to the tight end. Has a lane, has some room. Dante Cephas is out there. Big gain. Nobody was out there covering the tight end. And North Allegheny will have the first down at the Indian 37-yard line. 17-yard pickup. White on the toss left picks up about 4 yards. Cephas and Mason in on the tackle.
Second down and 6 for the Tigers. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Tigers looking at a 2nd down and 6. Opening possession of the contest here at North Allegheny High School. Turner White again. Into the line. The Indians are theirs after a short gain. Pick up about 2. George Freeman in the tackle for the Indians. And the Tigers with a 3rd and a long 4. So we'll call it 5.
3rd down for the Tigers.
McCauley comes in, the tight end of the near side. Pass complete to the near side. Mason says he intercepted the football. Does he know they're going to rule it an incomplete pass?
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Luke Truman to the intended target, number 83, Brennan McCauley.
And will the Tigers punt, or are they going to go for it here on 4th and 4? Well, the punt unit will come on.
Back to kick for the Tigers, number 15, Luke Truman.
Truman to punt for North Allegheny. Penalty flag comes in. Did the Indians jump off sides and give them a first down? Yes, they did.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
Lack of discipline on the part of the Indians on that one. Giving North Allegheny a fresh set.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on the 48-yard line.
North Allegheny with throw under pressure, and he's sacked. Truman, second sack, going down for the second time. Jordy Boswell.
Jordy Boswell of the Indians. Second down and
It's off back at the 41-yard line. A loss of 7.
41 yards.
The Indians not giving Truman time to throw. Porter splits out to the left, twins to the near side. Truman once again will throw, sets up the screen pass underneath. Nicely done by North Allegheny. Turner White will get the sack yardage plus 1 back.
Complete to number 42, Turner White. Brought down the play by
And it'll be third down and about 8 for the Tigers. Clock running, 8:45 to go here, opening quarter. We are scoreless. Penn Hills, North Allegheny.
ball at midfield.
Truman will throw again, looks this way, throws underneath, pass complete, has a man at the 40-yard line. Be a first down for the Tigers, knocked out of bounds at the 39. It's Corey Meltzer.
Brought down the play by number 1, Daquan Hardy.
Hardy with the tackle for the Indians, but it results in another first down for North Allegheny. Again, that penalty by the Indians, the offside on the fourth down play, looming large here. Quarterback keeper the whole way. The Indians are there. Short gain, maybe 2-3 yards. Truman keeping the Indians honest. Damian Brady comes up and makes a tackle for the Indians. Turner White with the carry. Indians are there. Another short gain, maybe 2.
White, the ball carrier for the Tigers.
And the Indians, the Tigers will have a 3rd and 5 at the Indian 35-yard line.
3rd down and 5 for North Allegheny. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Tigers go double tight. Twins to the near side. Turner White stays in a block. Truman looking downfield, has a man, and a pass overthrown.
Luke Truman's pass.
Dante Cephas was in one-on-one coverage with Corey Meltzer. Pass just a bit far from Meltzer. It'll bring up a 4th down and a long 5
Ball at the 35-yard line.
for the Tigers. Indians need to not jump off sides again on the 4th down play. Again, double tight, twins to the near side. And the Tigers move. Brendan McCauley, tight end on the near side, jumps. And now it's be 4th and we'll call it 10.
Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains. 4th down.
Will the Tigers go for it again?
After the penalty makes it now 4th and a long 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
4th and almost 11 for the Tigers. I think you'll see Truman with the kick here. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Pooches it. And stay away. Hits at the 20-yard line. Takes a bit of a Tiger bounce, but more laterally, and will go out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 6:41 to go. First quarter. Scoreless. Penn Hills, North Allegheny. Here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
TV.
And there's a TV timeout, so we have a little bit of time here on our YouTube side.
That's why we were one of the best family
Nice crowd on hand for the North Allegheny faithful. Well, I just got a message. Our athletic director here tonight, Steph Strauss, but she is watching on YouTube. So she is with us in spirit. Awesome job Steph's been doing since she's taken over at AD for the Penn Hill School District. Hollis Mathis in the shotgun. Fakes to Smith, throws, pass complete to the near side, or far side. Dante Cephas will have a first down for the Indians, out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. 17 yards just like that for the Indians. And a Penn Hills first down. Indians ranked number 2 in the WPIAL, number 9 in the state of Pennsylvania. Did you know that, Bernard? Of course you did. Your son's the quarterback. North Allegheny ranked in the top 10 in the WPIAL. Big matchup here between these two squads. That's why AT&T Sportsnet is broadcasting the game. Tim Smith has a lane across the 40. Picks up 9. Indians close to another first down. That's the T-Dog we like to see get back to his full form.
Second down and 2 for the Indians.
So they're calling it a long 2 for the Indians. We'll still give Tim 9 on the carry. Again, Mathis in the shotgun. Majors and Hardy to the near side. Mathis will roll out. Under pressure from behind. Gets the pass away. Pass complete to Julian Major. Great to see Jules back in action. Picks up 5. And in case you're wondering, that is another Penn Hills Indian first down. Not a lot of folks giving the Indians a chance in this game, so they're playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. Hardy will go in motion to the right behind Mathis. Shovel pass up, that's Tank. Tank will pick up 2 yards. Has a lot of black in front of him, but still able to get positive yardage down to the 35-yard line. And a penalty flag comes in. Looks like it's going to be a face mask against the Tigers.
46, Ryan Langdon of the Tigers. Penalty on the play.
It's 5 yards for the Tank. And we'll see if the officials are going to give a bonus to the Indians here. No, of course not.
10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Remains. First down.
You know, I don't know who was over in the area other than Tank. I mean, did you see what other Indian was in that area? There was Tank. What Tank was holding? He had the ball. It looks like the Indians are going to have to fight the officials again, but they seem to do that every game, every year. Mathis, straight drop, looking downfield. Is he going to take off? There he goes, has a bit of a lane. Looking for a man, has a guy downfield behind the defense. And Hardy went one way. Hardy went left. Rick Martin went to the right, and the ball fell in between them. First incomplete pass for Mathis tonight. He's now 3 of 4. 24 yards. Indians with a 3rd and 15. Boy, that holding call is huge. Indians had some momentum going. Tank looks for somewhere to go. Tigers are there. They'll stack him up. No gain. Maybe lose a yard. Left side of the Indians line, Roland Phillips and Elijah Robinson. So we got everybody mentioned. Excuse me, still 3rd down? Mathis to throw. Down the sideline. And the pass looks like it's intercepted. And it is.
Intercepted by number 9, Joey Porter Jr.
But if you look at the play, it's 3rd and long. If the Indians don't complete it, they punt. They punt it into the end zone. NA's going to get it at the 20-yard line. Where they get the interception? At the 20-yard line. I'll mark him at the 21. So it's actually a play that works almost as well as a punt. But it would have been nice if Cephas was able to come up with it. But the Tigers had the inside coverage on the play, and they come up with the interception. 3:25 to go, first quarter, scoreless. Penn Hills, North Allegheny. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Ready Nutrition products are also available for sale tonight at the football contestant stand located on the scoreboard side of the grandstand.
Okay, as long as you can hear me.
You can't hear yourself then?
I can now.
Exceptional steaks, seafood, and American fare at Ditka's restaurants. Stop in at Ditka's newest location in Wexford on Perry Highway. Enjoy an elevated dining experience among our most cherished photographs of Mike Ditka, and perhaps even dine with the coach himself. Ditka's is available for lunch, dinner, private dining, and catering. Call, visit online, or like Ditka's Wexford on Facebook for more information.
North Allegheny with a big hole, big gain. First down, 14 yards for Ben Menza. And the Tigers go no huddle. Turner White, maybe a yard. Jordy Boswell with another tackle for the Indians. Little trickery for the Tigers, and it's a big gain. Menza inside the 20, brought down at the 15-yard line. Daryl Mason with the hard tackle.
And that's another North Allegheny first down.
There's a penalty flag back at the 41-yard line.
We have a first sideline warning
That's a sideline warning against North Allegheny. "50-yard pickup for Menza. And the Tigers' first foray into the red zone. Tigers went with the reverse. They do it again. Turner White inside the 5. Touchdown Tigers.
Penalty flag on the play.
Penalty flag back at the 12-yard line. Yep, this one's coming back. Well, in essence, about a 6-yard penalty. So Tigers came right back to the same play. Tigers will throw towards the end zone. Pass batted down. Great coverage on the play by Daquan Hardy. Pass was intended for Vardzo. Second and 17 now for the Tigers. Truman goes under center. And they go right back to the reverse again. Menza down to the 19-yard line. A pickup of about 3. Tigers with a third and about 14. They need to get inside the 5-yard line for a first and goal. And the Tigers will call a timeout. 1:39 to go, first quarter. We are scoreless with the Tigers knocking on the door. You're watching the Indians Football Network.
Exceptional steaks, seafood, and American fare at Ditka's restaurants. Stop in at Ditka's newest location in Wexford on Perry Highway. Enjoy an elevated dining experience among our most cherished photographs of Mike Ditka, and perhaps even dine with the coach himself. Ditka's is available for lunch, dinner, private dining, and catering. Call, visit online, or like Ditka's Wexford on Facebook for information. Tonight's 50-50 raffle is being conducted by the North Allegheny Football Boosters. The winning number will be announced during the second half of tonight's game.
Sherman will throw, pumps, fakes, looks into the end zone, has a man, and a pass caught, touchdown. Barzell with the 14-yard reception. And the Tigers will take the early lead here.
On to attempt the extra point for the Tigers, number 40, Dom Falla.
Tigers will try the point after. And the kick is up and good.
Extra point by Dom Falla. Fallow.
1:33 to go, first quarter. Tigers 7, Penn Hills nothing. You're watching the Indians Football Network.
Your North Allegheny over the Penn Hills Indians. 7-0. Tonight's game is being broadcast live by AT&T Sportsnet Television. It will also From the training room to the playing field, UPMC Sports Medicine helps the Tigers recover from injury and improve performance. To learn more, call 1-855-93-SPORT or visit UPMCSportsMedicine.com. Back deep to receive for Penn Hills. On their side, number 13, Anthony Grimes. On the far side, number 1, Daquan Hardy. Kicking off for the Tigers, number 40, Dom Fallow.
Tigers kicking off for the first time in the game, following their 79-yard touchdown drive. Short kick will go out of bounds.
Flag on the play.
Illegal kick, out of bounds. Kicking team, ball in place, the 35-yard line.
Indians will take the placement at the 35-yard line. So the Indians were moving the ball well in their first drive, but a holding call downfield stalled it, and the Indians threw an interception at the 20, which the Tigers then turned into a long touchdown drive. Capped by the 50-yard run on the reverse. Tank runs into his own man, but still able to pick up 4 yards out to the 39-yard line.
For the Indians. Brought down to the play by number 46, Ryan Langdon, and number 55, Dylan Wall. Second and 6. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Rick Martin will come in and join the fray late. He's over with Hardy and Major. Trip to the near side. Cephas to the right. Mathis will keep it himself. Hit in the backfield. Able to escape one man. We'll have the first down across the 45 out to the 49-yard line.
Brought down to the play by the Tigers, number 2.
Mathis will pick up 10, and that's a first down for the Indians.
Flag on the field.
And there's a penalty flag, and it's going to be sideline warning against the Indians. Of course, the Tigers got theirs. We have to get ours. Tim Smith gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by the Tigers, number 88, King Gilden, and number 33, Ethan Augustine.
Donnie Blue has been back there in the pistol. We haven't seen him touch the ball yet. And I believe the Indians will let the clock run out here, unless they can get a playoff in the next 3 seconds. And they will not. After one, your score, North Allegheny 7, Penn Hills nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
You know what word I love? Kids. It's like music to my ears. Say it. Text it.
Tell me I can't break this record.
Tell me I can't be the best. Or the fastest.
Tell me to wait my turn.
Tell me I can't win this race. Tell me to give up.
Tell me I can't play at the next level. Because if you tell me I can't,
I'll show you.
I'll show you.
I'll show you.
I'll show you I can.
Every time.
On the field, get the best to be your best at eastbay.com.
Bowling Green State University provides all the resources you need to go far. From immersive first-year programs and undergraduate research to internships and study abroad. Learn more at BGSU.
They have a large video scoreboard here at North Allegheny High School. And they're playing commercials on it here during the break. Telling you, God bless America. They got Barrel and Wright car dealerships fighting each other to who can spend more money here. You got the Wright scoreboard, Wright video scoreboard, the Barrel center off to our left. I gotta tell you, what a blessing that must be to just have money flowing in like that. Now, when you're in the community, the Route 19 corridors, businesses all up and down here. But, you know, hey, Penn Hills, we are a bedroom community. Lord knows, you know, bring in any business. Nice shot at the Indian sideline. Hey, Coach Dr. Rogel's here.
Protection for your life by building a plan specifically for you that can protect your health, your family, and your income, all while managing your out-of-pocket expenses. Make health insurance easy and call Todd Titsworth at 412-977.
Long delay here between periods because of the TV timeout with AT&T Sportsnet.
Service and product availability varies by state.
Second quarter about to get underway with the Indians. Second down and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Mathis in the pistol. Play action to Smith. Throws underneath and a pass picked off. Not sure where Mathis was going with that one, but it went right to Alex Hayes.
Intercepted by number 2, Alex Hayes.
And the Tigers will have a first down in Penn Hills territory.
Alex Hayes brought down on the play by number 50, Roland Phillips of the Indians.
Well, we'll be at the Indian 44-yard line. Looked like Mathis was throwing to a spot.
For the Tigers.
Perhaps there was a miscommunication on the route. But that one went right to Alex Hayes. So the Tigers out with a golden opportunity in Penn Hills territory at the 44-yard line. The counter picks up about 8.
Ben Man for the ball carrier for North Allegheny. Brought down on the play by number 2, Daryl Mason, and number 15, Akeem Snell.
So that's only about 6 yards. Tigers now with a second down and 4.
Second down and 4 for the Tigers.
Fake the counter. Truman will throw. Downfield has a man wide open. And unable to come up with it is the tight end McCauley, who was wide open.
Brings up 3rd and 4 for North Allegheny.
Indians dodged one there. That would have been first down at the 15-yard line had he been able to hold on to it. Well, looks like Truman led him just a little too far. McCauley made a gallant effort, but it's 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. Truman under center, I formation behind him. Turner White will be short of the first down, driven back by Daryl Mason and Tank Smith. And the Tigers will have a 4th and 1. And of course, they will go for it at the 35-yard line. Indians need to watch the play action here. Play clock is under 10. We'll run off the play. And the Indians stuff up. Turner White will lose 2 yards. And the Indians will take over on downs.
Turner White stopped in the backfield.
Great defensive play there by the Indians. Daryl Mason comes up and stuffs Turner White for a 2-yard loss on 4th and less than 1. And the Indians will take over at their own 37-yard line. Oh, my.
And Hills takes over 1st and 10.
Let's see if that gets the Indians a little fired up here. Indians have turned the ball over twice to the Tigers. Mathis will throw again. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket. And will be sacked for a loss of 3.
Mathis brought down in the backfield by number 83, Brennan McCauley.
McCauley, who couldn't come up with the pass at the 15-yard line earlier, comes up with the tackle of Hollis. Mathis. And the Indians with a second at about 14. Well, second and 13. Ball at the 34-yard line. Smith takes the handoff from Mathis and will be dropped back at the 30-yard line. Will lose 4 yards.
Tim Smith, the ball carrier.
Now the Indians looking at a 3rd and 17.
21, Dante Capino.
Mathis looking downfield, throws, pass. Almost intercepted again. Pass was intended. Pass was intended for Cephas.
On the coverage for the Tigers, number 6, Corey Melton. Back deep to receive for the Tigers, number 7, John Barsdell. And for hit for the Indians, number 75, Jaden Terry.
Indians will punt. Terry gets the kick away. Will hit at the 50-yard line. And the Indians will down it at the 46. 8:49 to go, first half. Tigers 7, Indians nothing. You're watching the Penn Hills Football Network.
Monticello's restaurant is all about. Sure, Monticello's pizza is legendary, but that's only the beginning. Monticello's does Italian better than anyone in the business. That's why we were voted the best family and Italian restaurant by Trip Total Media. Great food, good friends, and a superb night out. That's been Monticello's recipe for success for nearly 40 years. Monticello's Italian Restaurant.
Offering world-class care to athletes of all ages and skill levels. UPMC Sports Medicine is proud to be the official sports medicine provider of North Allegheny Athletics. To learn more, call 1-855-93-SPORT or visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. Tonight's game is being broadcast on the MSA Sports Network with Randy Gore and Rick Meister behind the microphones. It is also being televised live by AT&T Sportsnet Pittsburgh and will be re-aired in its entirety tonight at 11 p.m.
Following the TV timeout, Tigers first down at their own 45-yard line. Starting off a great field position. Truman, throw back, has a man wide open, and he drops the football. Oh my, that was 6. Luke Colella would love to have that one back. The thing is, how are these receivers getting that wide open?
Second and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on the NA
Well-designed play by the Tigers. Truman with the play action, rolled to his right and threw back to the left, and Colella was wide open. That could have been 6 had he held on to the football. Inside handoff on the counter. Once again, the ball's on the field, and the Tigers will fall on it back at the 41-yard line.
Turner White, the ball carrier for the Tigers. Brought down to the backfield by number 7.
Ball was just sitting there. The Indians didn't see it.
Third and long.
I think it was Mason that separated him from the football. Now the Tigers with a 3rd and long. Truman takes a low snap in the shotgun, looking downfield, under pressure, launches one down, has a man open, and the pass is batted down. Nice play to get a paw on it was Akeem Snell. And that'll be 4th down, and I would assume the punt unit would come on for the Tigers.
Number 15, Akeem Snell.
It's 3rd and 14 at their own 41-yard line. No sign of the punt turn. Penalty against the Tigers, which was refused by the Indians nationally, because it brings up the 4th down. And the punt team will come on now.
Set the kick for North Allegheny, number 15, Luke Truman. Back deep to receive for the Indians, number 4, Tim Smith, and number 13, Anthony Grimes.
Nice booming kick. Grimes at his own 22-yard line, looks for somewhere to go, and he'll just get out across to the 25.
Anthony Grimes.
7:48 to go, first half. North Allegheny 7, Penn Hills nothing. You're watching the Indians Football Network. Since the opening drive, the Indians haven't done anything. Turned the ball over twice. I mean, they were moving the ball well on that first drive. Whether they've gone away from what they were doing or if North Allegheny has adjusted, but the Indians need to get back to that success they had.
First and 10 for Penn Hills. Ball on the 25-yard.
Indians quickly come out here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. High snap. Mathis loses the football, and the Tigers have it at the 16-yard line.
Fumble on the play. North Allegheny football.
Third turnover of the half for the Indians. Mathis with 2 interceptions and now with a fumble.
For the Tigers by number 88, King Hilbert.
And the Tigers with great field position at the Indians' 16-yard line. Turner White smacked by Kayvon Paschal after a pickup of 2. Indians need to kind of get the turnover and go their way here.
And the Tigers are now entering the Monticello's red zone. Monticello's the official pizza of North Allegheny Athletics.
They have a red zone sponsor up here. All right. Truman looking to the sideline with the play clock rolling under 10. High formation behind him. Play action. Under pressure. Gets flushed from the pocket, and it'll be sacked back at the 19-yard line.
Luke Truman brought down in the backfield by number 44.
Damian Brady with the sack. Lose 5. It'll be 3rd down now for the Tigers.
3rd and long for the Tigers. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Throwback screen, man wide open as White catches it to 6-5 touchdown. North Allegheny Tigers. Closest man to him was George Freeman, who's a defensive lineman.
To 42 for 6.
Tigers extend the lead. Tigers have been going to that throwback all night, and the guys have been wide open.
Holder number 11, Ben Penn.
High snap. And Tigers miss it. Goes wide to the left. 6:12 to go. First half. Tigers 13, Indians nothing. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
With 6:12, the second quarter, the Tigers lead 13-0 over the Penn Hills Indians.
Like first wide open, as many of these Tigers have been here in this half. The Indians are fortunate to only be down 13. That's turning the ball over 3 times.
At this time, we would like to recognize the accomplishments.
2 of them led to North Allegheny touchdowns.
The Tigers girls tennis team won its 5th straight WPIAL Class 3A title with a 5-0 win over Pine Ridgeland. North Allegheny is 19-0 on the season and will participate in the PIAA tournament on October 24th. Also on Wednesday, junior Caroline Wrigley won her 2nd straight WPIL Class 3A individual golf title by shooting a 67 at the Diamond Run Golf Course. North Allegheny will begin defense of its WPIL title in the semifinals on October 9th at the Lone Pine Country Club in Washington, PA. Exceptional steaks, seafood, and American fare at Ditka's restaurants. Stop in Ditka's newest location in Wexford on Perry Highway. Enjoy an elevated dining experience among our most cherished photographs of Mike Ditka, and perhaps even time with the coach himself. Ditka's is available for lunch, dinner, private dining, and catering. Call, visit online, or like Ditka's Wexford on Facebook for more information.
If you're joining us live on YouTube, we surely appreciate it. Indians down 13-0 here. 6:12 to go first half. Tigers take 2 of the 3 Indian turnovers, turn them into 2 touchdowns. Indians moved the ball very well on their first possession, and an infamous downfield holding call scuttled a drive. And it's been pretty much downhill for the Indians since then. Rick Martin drops on it at the 35-yard line.
Indians will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Remember, the Indians get the ball to start half number 2, so if they're able to get a drive and get some points on, perhaps get a little bit of momentum. If the Indians can only be down by 1 score or even tie things up or take the lead, hey, that would be great.
Tim Smith, the ball carrier.
Smith will lose a yard.
Brought down the play by number 33, Ethan Augustine. As well as number 88, Kate Gilman. 2nd and 11 for Penn Hills. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Cephas split to the near side. Hardy in the slot. Julian Major split to the top of your screen. Smith again to the 40, picks up 6.
Tim Smith once again the ball carrier.
And the Indians will be looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brought down the play by number 21.
Indians clearly not panicking.
3rd down. Ball on the Penn Hills 40-yard line.
Mathis from the shotgun, looking downfield, throws this way, pass through the hands of Major. Should have had that one, and it falls incomplete. The Indians will have to punt.
Julian Major, ball incomplete. Number 2, Alex Hayes in the coverage for the Tigers, bringing up a 4th and 5 for Penn Hills.
So the Indians will go 3 and out, turning the ball back over to North Allegheny.
Number 7, John Barsdell. And to kick for Penn Hills, number 75, Jaden Terry.
Terry gets the kick away, high and short. And the Tigers will take over at midfield. 4:45 to go first half, 13-0 Tigers. You're watching the Indians Football Network. Tigers once again starting in great field position.
Ryan Langdon, the ball carrier.
Langdon will pick up about 8 yards.
Chip up on the play by number 60, Roland Phillips.
And Roland Phillips with a nice downfield tackle for the Indians.
2nd and 2.
White will have a first down for the Tigers. Loses the football.
Number 42, Turner White, the ball carrier.
And they're going to check and see who fell on the ball. They're going to come in. Look like the Tigers have it. Tigers have had the ball on the field a couple times tonight. 3 times, I believe. 3 or 4 times. The Indians have yet to be able to come up with it.
And that's another North Allegheny first down.
Double tight high formation behind Truman, and he will throw. Throw back this way, and the pass batted out of the air by Mason. Nice job on the tip. Indians seem to be catching on to that throwback. Another step or two. That could have been 6 for Mason.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Screen pass underneath, and they drop the football.
Luke Truman's pass intended for number 6, Corey Melzer, falls incomplete.
The late flag will come in. That one's a Homer call.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Result, the first down.
Lack of discipline on the part of the Indians there. Play was over and a late hit. Instead of being 3rd and 10, it's now a first down for the Tigers at the 22-yard line.
After the penalty, Tigers set up shop at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10.
Inside handoff, big gain inside the 10, 5, touchdown North Allegheny. Oh, they lose the football again?
Ryan Langdon on the carry.
The ruling on the field. The ruling on the field is a fumble and a recovery by Penn Hill.
The Indians stripped the ball at the goal line. Good news is the Indians have the ball. The bad news, it's at the 1. Boy, it'd be nice. I think it bounced into the end zone and they recovered it there. But the Indians have 3:26 to make a 99-yard drive.
First and 10 for Penn Hills, taking over at their 1-yard line.
Mathis keeps it himself. Himself a little bit of room.
Quarterback keeper.
Picks up 2.
Brought down the play with number 83, Brennan McCauley, and number 46, Ryan Langdon.
See if the Indians trying to do anything here, just maybe try to work the play clock. We're under 3 minutes with a running clock here.
Second down and 8. Ball in the Penn Hills 3-yard line.
Tank had a big hole. If he cut to the right, went left. Be close to a first down.
Terry Smith, the ball carrier for Penn Hills.
Picks up 7. It'll be 3rd and a yard, it appears.
Brought down on the play by number 21, Dante Caputo, and number 55, Dylan Wall. Third down, facing Penn Hills. Ball on the Penn Hills 10-yard line.
And it looked like they have a little bit of confusion on the personnel, and they will use a timeout. 2:10 to go first half, 13-0 Tigers. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Their first charge timeout.
Ready Nutrition, with its headquarters right here in Wexford, proudly supports the Tigers as the official sports nutrition partner of North Allegheny Athletics. Ready Nutrition team members are with us tonight until the start of the second half at a special tent on the main entrance side of the main grandstand with samples of their popular Ready Water and other products. In addition, a registered dietitian is on hand to answer any questions you might have about proper nutrition for athletes of all ages. Ready Nutrition products are also available for sale tonight at the football concession stand located on the scoreboard side of the main grandstand.
When we come back, the Indians will be looking at a 3rd and 1. I don't know, do you put Hollis up under center and see if they give him a lane? What do you do? Either way, I think the Indians will keep it on the ground. Indians 3rd and 1 following the timeout. It'll be Smith. Smith will fight his way ahead for the first down out to the 13-yard line. Picks up 3.
Tim Smith, the ball carrier for Penn Hills.
Now the Indians with a little bit of room.
Brought down to the play by number 33, Ethan Augustine. Result of the play is a first down for the Indians.
Indians with the ball at their own 13-yard line. Empty set. Smith comes in motion this way. That's Tim. And that was ugly from the get-go. Tigers were all over that one.
Tim Smith.
They'll lose 4 back to the. Lose 5 back to the 8.
And number 10, Sam Hughes.
Surprised the Tigers aren't using the timeout here following that play.
Second and long for the Indians. Ball on their own 13-yard line.
I said if the Tigers do not use any of their timeouts they have left, the Indians can possibly run out the half. I mean, they could work this under a minute before they snap the football. Mathis will throw from his goal line. Pass. Caught by Hardy at the 25-yard line.
Hollis Mathis pass complete to number 1, Daquan Hardy.
18 yards to Day-Day and a first down for the Indians. And the Indians will use a timeout with 58 seconds to go. A little bit of room now at the 25-yard line. 4 plays, 58 seconds. They have 1 timeout left. Let me see if the Indians try to throw the ball downfield. Again, the Tigers still have 2 timeouts left, so if the Indians have 2 incompletions and try to run the ball, the Tigers can't call timeout and try to get the ball back with under a minute to go.
And the first place winner winning $125 for their float, Tiger-thon Avatar theme. Congratulations to all of those that participated in this year's contest. Hey, Tiger fans, please direct your attention to the scoreboard for the Chadwick Fan Cam. First and 10 for the Indians. Ball at their own 25-yard line.
Play action to Tank on the end around. Mathis will be sacked back at the 19-yard line.
Sacked in the backfield. Led by number 72, Kenyon Tuman.
Tigers don't use a timeout.
55.
Clock continues to run.
Second and long.
There goes the play clock. The Indians could run this down to about 12 seconds before snapping a play. I don't know if they're looking to try to go into 13-0, if they're going to try to get something here. Penalty flag comes in. And Mathis will be sacked again.
Mathis brought down in the backfield once again by number 72, Kenyon Tuman. And number 83, Brennan McCollum. Flag on the play.
Illegal formation on the offense. 5 players in the backfield. Penalties decline. 3rd down.
Well, the call against the Indians. Tigers decline it.
Timeout. North Allegheny.
And the Tigers will use a timeout to bring up the 3rd down. 20 seconds to go, first half. North Allegheny 13, Penn Hills nothing. You're watching the Indians Football Network. So now the Tigers looking like they're going to try to get the ball back.
If you've purchased a game program tonight and your roster insert has a signature from Tigers coach Art Walker, congratulations. You have just won a gift certificate from Jimmy John's. Please take the insert to the football concession stand on the scoreboard side of the grandstand to claim your prize.
I mean, I think if you're the Indians, common sense would be try to run the ball to see if you can run the clock out. Tigers do have a timeout left, so if you do, they're going to use a timeout. So they're going to use a timeout either way if you don't get it. So you might as well throw the ball downfield, see if you can get it.
We'll be announcing all of the nominees for homecoming court.
Of course, it's 3rd and about 18. Indians following the Tiger timeout, 3rd and 18.
3rd and long for the Indians.
Mathis will throw back underneath. Cephas has the blockers in front, has a little bit of a lane, gets to the outside. Cephas across the 50, out of bounds. Will stop the clock with 10 seconds left.
Number 11, Dante Cephas. Forced out of bounds by number 6, Corey Meltzer. Flag on the play.
There's a penalty flag. Let's see what happens here. There are 10 seconds.
There's no foul on the play. The pass is behind the line of scrimmage.
Yard reception to Cephas. I'm not sure what the penalty would have been anyway. They said the blast was behind the line of scrimmage. What if it was above? I mean, Mathis was in the backfield. So throwbacks, I don't know, unless it was. I don't know. But the Indians now have a shot to throw the ball downfield. Mathis steps up, launching one downfield, has Hardy behind the defense, and the pass batted away at the last moment. Nice play by Joey Porter Jr. with 4 seconds to go.
Coverage on the play by the Tigers, number 4, Luke Colella.
Excuse me, that was Luke Colella. 4 looked like a 9. Great play by Colella. Because that was 6 for the Indians. He doesn't get that paw on it. The Indians, 4 seconds left. It's the final play. They have to come back to it again. Mathis steps up in the pocket, under pressure. Tries to get to the outside, gets across the 40. 45, out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Picks up 6 on the final play of the half. And both teams head to the locker room. After one half of play, your score, North Allegheny 13, Penn Hills nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Tonight's halftime was sponsored by Lending Hearts, providing emotional and social support to children and young adults with cancer and their families through unique activities and community outreach.
Kui Wagaman and Sarah Gula. This is the voice of the band, Eric Cooper, saying thank you so much for your attention and support this evening. And now let's celebrate homecoming, the North Allegheny Marching Band. Under the field direction of Tess Majeski, Nancy Shue, and Sebastian Innanen, the North Allegheny Marching Band is proud to present its 2017 production, Striking Gold. As the homecoming king and queen candidates are introduced on the field, the band performs Elton John's classic hit from Disney's Lion King, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And here to introduce the candidates is Nick Jovanovich.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to right field at Newman Stadium. North Allegheny Senior High School and Nash Student Council welcome you to the 2017 Homecoming Halftime Show. Please direct your attention to the far side of the field where the homecoming court awaits its introduction. And now please say hello to our junior attendants here tonight, Ali Polturek and Amanda Liu. It's time to introduce this year's 2017 Homecoming Celebration Court Candidate nominees. Representing the marching band, Tess Majewski and Tyler Cipriani. Representing concert choir, we have Karina El-Khatib and Mr. Ryan Earl. Representing DECA, we have Kathleen Lowry and Tyler Bacon. Representing Forensics, we have Riley Smith and Mr. Mason Blackburn. Representing Pizza, we have Samina Sane and Sebastian Imone. Representing Orchestra, we have Ali Longo and Justin Watt. Representing the National Honor Society, we have Theolara Azargalar and Andrew Chiarazi. Representing Student Council, we feature May Lynn and Jose Keith. Representing the freshman class, Nancy Zhu and Brendan Pavlik. Representing the sophomore class, we feature Caitlin Root and Matthew Dorsey. Representing the junior class, we feature Reagan Mickey and Jonathan Van Kirk. And lastly, the senior class representatives, Leah Kolese and Tomi Akindel. And please, let's give a warm welcome to all of our 2017 court candidates. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, it's time to announce our winners. Introducing first, runners-up, Leah Kolese and Jonathan Van Kirk. Please come to the center. Congratulations to Leah and Jonathan as first runners-up. And now, the 2017 North Allegheny Homecoming King and tonight's 2017 North Allegheny Homecoming Queen are Caitlin Root and Matthew Dorsey. Congratulations to both Caitlin and Matthew as they are crowned the North Allegheny 2017 Homecoming King and Queen. entire 2017 homeschooling for Canada.
The Tiger Band is under the direction of Todd R. Steffen, Stephen Baldanzi, and Evan Brown. The band is also assisted by dance team instructor Chelsea Schilp, majorette instructor Patty Lay, and color guard instructor Alexis Piper. This is the voice of the Tiger Band, Paul Merriman, and we thank you for your applause. We hope you enjoyed our show.
From the doctor's office to the playing field, UPMC Sports Medicine helps the North Allegheny Tigers recover from injury and improve performance. To learn more, call 1-855-93-SPORT or visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. Tonight's halftime statistics are brought to you by the Wright Automotive Company.
Second half action about to get underway here at Tiger Stadium. Tigers have a 13-0 lead, but the Indians will get the ball to start half number 2. Not a very good first half for the Indians. In fact, they're fortunate to be down by only 13. Hollis Mathis, 4 out of 10, 2 interceptions. He's been sacked a few times and has a fumble. Other than the opening drive for the Indians, the offense just hasn't been there. North Allegheny will squib it. Jaden White picks it up for the Indians. Indians will start off at their own 32-yard line. Leading rusher for the Indians, Tank Smith with 29 yards. Timmy Smith and Hollis Mathis both with 18. Receiving-wise, Cephas 2 for 51, Hardy 1 for 17, Major 1 for 4. Mathis keeps it himself. Has the lane, gets tripped up from behind, picks up 2. Nice job by Alex Hayes of the Tigers. Otherwise, Mathis had a bit of a lane. He stops him for a short gain. Tigers 13 points off of 2 Indian turnovers. Indians had 3 turnovers in half number 1. Indians keep it on the ground again. Timmy Smith picks up about 3. And the Indians will be looking at a 3rd down and 5. A lot of time left. Half just started. Indians, no need to panic. Just down to 13-0. Mathis takes a shotgun snap, steps up into the pocket, gets under pressure, breaks loose from the pressure. Mathis will have a first down across the 50, the 40, and finally pushed out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 36. 28 yards for Mathis and a first down for the Indians. Just what the doctor ordered. Nice big gain by the Indians. It's been a long time coming. Indians able to score on this drive. I think you can see a brand new ball game. Indian defense has been playing well. One of the touchdown drives for the Tigers was 16 yards. That was following a Mathis fumble. Tank pitches it back to Cephas on the end around. Looking for some blocks. No, he's going to throw it back, and it's going to be caught. Oh, it's dropped. It was a flea flicker pass to Mathis, who threw it downfield. Hardy was unable to come up with it.
Ball incomplete to the intended target, number 13.
Boy, I was fooled all the way around on that one. In fact, it was Grimes who was unable to come up with it. The pass is a little short on the throw. Did they throw that back to Mathis, or was that Cephas that threw it?
Ineligible receiver. Downfield on the offense. That penalty is declined. Second down.
Ineligible receiver downfield for the Indians is declined. Brings up second down and 10. Mathis keeps it himself. Up to the 32-yard line, picks up 4. And the Indians with a 3rd and 6. Indians can kind of get their wide receivers more into this game, open things up, spread out that North Allegheny defense. I just see a lot more success. Indians need a little protection up front for Mathis. Pistol formation. And the Indians will use a timeout. 9:29 to go, third quarter. North Allegheny 13, Penn Hills nothing. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. That's one big paw out there, huh?
This is a TV time. Please direct your attention to our scoreboard for the right automotive scoreboard for stores around the region. Central Catholic and half leads 21-0. Bethel Park leading Seneca Valley 21-0 at half. Mount Lebanon leads Norwood 14-13 in the second quarter. Ken McMillan and Shaler tied at 14-14 in the third quarter. Hempfield and Altoona are tied at 14 all in the second quarter. And Pine Richland leads Peters Township 49-0 at half. Do you own a small business and want to protect your employees? Todd Titzman from Health Markets on Babcock Boulevard in Ross Township can help. A good group health insurance plan can put current employees at ease and attract quality candidates as your business grows. Todd will put together a health insurance plan that will protect your employees so you can focus on building your business. Take care of your employees by calling Todd Titzman at 412-977-0658. Health Markets Insurance Agency is an in all states, service and product availability varies by state. Almost Mathis feels the pressure in the backfield and incomplete.
Mathis unable to complete that one. It'll bring up a fourth down for the Indians. It'll be fourth and about 6.
Penn Hills now facing fourth down, and they're up on the Tigers' 32 yards.
Indians need to cross the 26-yard line. And Indians have to use another timeout as the offense just didn't get. Play clock was winding down, and they just didn't get the play off.
And now those of you who participated in the 50-50 drawing, we have a winner. Again, the 50-50 raffle is a red.
So it's 2 timeouts. The Indians use back-to-back here.
3, 6, 8, 7.
So hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them later in this game.
Once again, the winning number 3, 6, 8, 7, 6, 2. And the winners of the Ready Nutrition sweepstakes are Liz Schaefer and Diane Boba. Once again, the winners of the Ready Nutrition raffle are Liz Schaefer and Diane Boba. Also, Lindsay Rollman. There is a Lindsay Rollman present. Please report to the North Allegheny press box on the side nearest the main entrance of Newman Stadium. Once again, Lindsay Rollman, please report to the press box. Thank you. The winner of the 50-50, please report to the press box.
4th down and 6 for the Indians. Mathis rolling to his left. Running for his life, looking downfield, gets the pass away, and the pass, is it caught by the Indians? It is! Rick Martin at the 21-yard line will have a first down for the Indians. So Mathis gets roughed up here after the play. It'll be half the distance to the goal. So it should be 1st and goal Indians at about the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 11. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 11. Wow, where did Martin come from on that one?
After the penalty, Penn Hill sets up 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Shuffle pass, Smith underneath. Inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Hollis Tom Mathis's shovel pass complete to number 4, Tim Smith. Brought down the play by number 46 of the Tigers, Ryan Langdon.
Indians can get a first down.
Second down and 6.
Majors and Hardy split to the left. Cephas wide to the right. Tim Smith in the slot. Mathis in the shotgun. That's Tim Smith. Fakes the end around, throws underneath. Pass, touchdown, Penn Hills. Oh, Daryl Mason dropped the football. Oh, my.
Intended for number 2, Daryl Mason, falls incomplete. Sets up a third.
They're going to pay third down for the Indians. My goodness gracious. Remember, this is 4-down territory for the Indians. They can't get a first down inside the 1-yard line. Blue moves up slot right. Mathis rolls to his right. Looking into the end zone. Pass. Intended for Hardy, and the pass incomplete.
Hollis Mathis's pass incomplete, intended for number 9, James Schrupp. Luke Colello for the Tigers on the coverage. Now 4th and 6 for the Indians. Ball on the Tigers' 7-yard line.
The Indians with a 4th and 6 at the 7. No, the Indians are going to try for a field goal here.
Shane Myers on to attempt the field goal.
Myers' kick was low into the line.
And that is blocked by the Tigers.
Not sure I agree with the call. So Tigers will take over at their own 20-yard line. 8:18 to go, third quarter. They lead 13-0 on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Ready Nutrition, with its headquarters right here in Wexford, proudly supports the Tigers, the official sports nutrition partner of North Allegheny Athletics. Ready Nutrition features the best in all-natural and gluten-free Come-Ready protein bars and other performance products formulated to power young athletes and active adults alike. The company is also the creator of the wildly popular and deliciously Ready Protein Water. Look for Ready Nutrition products at your local Giant Eagle and Kitco stores. Best of luck to the Tigers as Ready Nutrition looks forward to fueling your success this season. Bowling Green State University provides all the resources you need to go far. From immersive first-year programs and undergraduate research to internships and study abroad opportunities. Learn more at bgsu.edu. Belong, stand out, go far. BGSU.
Indians come away with no points as the field goal is blocked. North Allegheny with a first down at their own 20-yard line. Turner White across the 25 to the 26.
Ryan Langdon, ball
Here's Langdon.
brought down on the play by number 51.
It's 4th and 6 at the 7-yard line. If you don't get it, you're pinning North Allegheny inside the 10. Indians need to catch a break here. Get back into this game. Truman keeps it himself, breaks some tackles. He gets across the 40 to 45, breaks another one. Finally brought down in Indian territory at the 45-yard line by Timmy Smith.
Brought down on the play by number 4, Tim Smith. And that's another North Allegheny first down.
29-yard pickup by Truman. And there's an injured Indian on the field. That's George Freeman. 7:36 to go, third quarter. Tigers up 13-0. You're watching the Indians Football Network.
Once again, fans, we'd like to remind you that tonight's game is being broadcast live by AT&T Sportsnet Television. It will also re-air in its entirety tonight at 11 p.m.
Following the injury timeout, the Tigers have it 1st and 10 at the Indian 14-yard line. 45-yard line. Langdon again on the inside handoff.
Ryan Langdon, the ball
Gets down to the 40, picks up about 5.
brought down on the play by number 8, Kayvon Paschal, and number 51, Daniel Gordon. Second down for the Tigers.
Tigers second down, about 4. Turner White pushes ahead for a Tiger first down.
Number 42, Turner White, the ball carrier for North Allegheny. Brought down on the play by number 2, Daryl Mason, and number 87, Jeremiah Ward. That play good for another North Allegheny first down.
Truman keeps it himself, touchdown Tigers.
Luke Truman on the quarterback keeper. Good for another North Allegheny Tiger touchdown.
Tigers now extend the lead at 19-0. Touchdown coming with 5:40 to go here in quarter number 3. And the kick is up and good. 5:40 to go, third quarter. North Allegheny 20, Penn Hills nothing. You're watching the Indians Football Network.
With 5 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter, your North Allegheny Tigers lead it over the Penn Hills Indians 20-0. Attention fans, if you purchase a game program tonight and your roster insert has a signature from Tigers coach Art Walker, congratulations. You have just won a gift certificate from Jimmy John's. Please take the insert to the football concession stand on the scoreboard side of the grandstand to claim your prize. Set to kick off for the Tigers, number 40, Tom Fallon. Back deep to receive for the Penn Hills Indians, number 20, Jaden White, and number 13, Anthony Grimes.
Another squib kick to run off an Indian, and the Tigers have it? Yes, they do. Oh, my.
And the onside kick by the Tigers successful. Recovered.
Tigers will have it at the 47-yard line of the Indians. I don't believe that was an intentional onside kick. They squibbed it. It went off an Indian.
North Allegheny Tigers,
And the Tigers were able to recover it.
10 from the Penn Hill 47-yard line.
Indians stacked up Turner White, but he's able to get the ball away on the reverse. The late penalty flag comes in at the 45-yard line. I think this one's going to come back. Dangerous play for Truman to pitch it back to Colella. But a penalty flag's at the 45-yard line, and this one's going to come back.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
And after the penalty, the Tigers will
Break there for the Indians.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Truman keeps it himself. The Indians will be right there.
Luke Truman, the quarterback keeper for the Tigers.
Tackle on the play by number 51, Darryl Porter, and Mr. Everywhere tonight, number 53, George Freeman.
53, George Freeman. Second and long for the Tigers. Ball on the 46.
Call it no gain. Truman, straight drop, looking, under pressure, flush out of pocket, penalty flag comes in. This one's going to come back. Truman will pick up 4 yards. Okay, Bernard, it's going to be 3rd and 14, or do you mark them back 10 yards and repeat second down? I think you mark them back. You take the 10 yards and make it second and even longer. You have to start playing the field position here. So it'll be second and about 26. See if the Indians get down. Unless it's something dead ball. Great field position for the Indians. Now, if you're Penn Hills, they're back at their own 31. On the unsportsmanlike. And it'll be 3rd and 15.
And number 86, Trevor Tesser. Brought down the play by number 8, Nico Rankin. Penalty flag on the play.
Yeah. Looks like Nico Rankin.
Incomplete. Instead, intercepted by number 9, Joey Porter.
Into the air, taken at the 22-yard line. Smith hit in the back. Tigers are just coming now.
So now being sold at our concession stands. Horsehead products are provided by Renaissance Deli Provisions. Smith, the ball carrier for the Indians.
Lost 3, gained 3. 3rd and 10 Indians.
Brought down by the Tigers.
Mathis throw into the end zone. Julian Major, touchdown, Penn Hills. We'll throw one towards the end zone, out of bounds. It'll bring up a 4th down for the Indians from the 10-yard line. Indians now trail 27-16. No. Field. So the Tigers should be able to seal the deal here. Fair